What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And I want to talk about Gervonta Davis, the championship fighter. You guys may call him Tank as well. I wanted to talk about the current situation that he's in and how embattled he is. He's an embattled person right now because he's dealing with someone that's very close to him, and that person was accusatory towards him, and now all of a sudden there is a complete retraction of what had occurred. And so if you don't know Tank, or if you do know Tank, but this is for people who don't know Tank. And so Tank is a young dude, and he's from Baltimore. He's a championship caliber fighter. His professional record is impeccable. He's undefeated. He's had 27 wins, 25 of them by knockdown. He's also he's fought in different weight classes: super featherweight, lightweight, and light featherweight. And so if anybody's done any boxing or know anything about the sport of boxing, you have to be super talented, super versatile to go in between certain types of classes or certain type of weight divisions. And I want to talk about the alleged incident, because I'm going to just say alleged, because right now it's still alleged until the charges are dropped and his name is cleared. Those charges are still sticking with him right now. And if you remember one of my other videos, I talked about a court of public opinion. And because in the court of public opinion, whenever you're dealing with a man or male, and that male is accused of striking or assaulting a female, 99% of the time when you hear that headline, most people are going to think that it's accurate, that a guy lost his cool. He was illogical. It wasn't, he was emotional, and he struck or he jumped on a woman. And in this particular case, that does not appear to be the truth. And so if you want to go back, or we'll go back, back on 2 days after Christmas, Gervonta Davis, he was arrested down in Florida, in Broward County, and he was charged as it relates to domestic violence. As you can see on the screen, you'll see his mugshot. And the reason that he's in battle is because, number one, he has a fight in less than a week now. On January 7th, he's supposed to fight in DC on January the 7th. And this is a pretty big fight. And then if he can clear this fight, then it's a bigger payday, a much higher caliber, upper echelon fight in April. But now, because his baby mama, Vanessa Posso, wants to incite some type of event or incident and then she essentially goes to the cops or calls the cops, and then the cops come out, and then they believe they have enough evidence, and they arrest Gervonta, and they book him, and now he got a domestic violence charge, and he has a fight. And so now you messing with his money. And so now you got your baby's father, whose face is plastered all over the internet, all on TV. That's on ESPN, Fox Sports, whatever publication or broadcast that's out there. And now they're initially thinking, yeah, he probably hit her. He Ray Riced her, right? And if y'all know Ray Rice was involved in a domestic incident, and it was caught on camera. And Ray Rice, after that event, lost endorsements. Ray Rice never played a down in the NFL again, ever. And we're gonna get back to Gervonta, and so not really Gervonta, but get back to Vanessa, because Vanessa is, to me, a liar. She is this narcissist, and then she essentially has the audacity to post a public apology, and just, to me, trying to garner sympathy from the general public. And so on some of the docs, I'm gonna paraphrase some of this information. Davis, Gervonta or Tank says that he did actually intentionally strike and touch the woman against her will, and he did intentionally cause her bodily harm. And they said that, again, law enforcement says that she sustained a facial injury and an abrasion on her upper lip. Now that's what the report said. That's what the arrest report says. So to me, that arrest report, because she's retracting, that needs to be redacted. That needs to be, amended to where this didn't occur. And this all stemmed from, allegedly, Gervonta didn't want to give her a truck, or it was something to that effect. And so, because she's this pretentious, spoiled brat, she hasn't done really anything for his career other than help herself. She got a kid with him, so she definitely, she's in the bloodline now because she has a kid with him. And so regardless if they work out or not, she will always have to deal with her baby's father, at least until the child is up to 18 years old. And so Vanessa, she's a very super attractive woman, but that's aesthetically. Remember, it's what beneath that counts. And so if your baby mama gonna lie on you, get you arrested, then try to take it back, then post an apology, because now she wants to deflect. She just does not want to look like this impulsive, this erratic, this evil person. Because Tank was showing photos of her putting, well, not her actually doing it, but he said that she put baby feces or human feces on his toothbrush. Like, who does that? To me, that's not a characteristic of a victim. A victim is going to file a restraining order. A victim is going to get the hell away if this person's erratic, if his behavior is erratic, if he's this abusive guy. And Tank is no stranger to being, in the news sometimes. He's had some incidents where allegedly he struck an ex-girlfriend at a celebrity basketball game back in 2020. So I'm not sitting up here trying to say that Tank's an angel and Vanessa's a devil. I'm just saying, as it relates to this particular incident, I'm like, if he's with you, you're messing up your income potential, because really the only claim that you have is that you're dating this guy and y'all have a kid together. Last time I checked, she hasn't done anything to advance his career. She hasn't done them burpees, those push-ups. She hasn't done those speed and dexterity drills. She hasn't taped her gloves up. She hasn't gone in the ring. She hasn't done any of this. The only thing she has been is a beneficiary to this lavish lifestyle that Gervonta provides, because he's a prolific fighter. Because he's the hot ticket. And because she appears to be this super, I guess, wanting to control him to some extent, or more paranoid or jealous or insecure, because she's so worried about Tank going to lay down with another woman and have a baby with. And no matter where he goes, that people are going to recognize him. And that counts for attractive women who are just as attractive as you, or equal to you in looks and physique. There are other women that have it going on in the looks department. And you can't, if somebody going to step out, if somebody going to be unfaithful, if somebody going to lay down with somebody else, shit, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. You can't stop that. But she's so worried about that to where she causes all this ruckus and essentially cried wolf. And this man gets booked and arrested and charged. Now, all of a sudden, well, yeah, he didn't do it. I really didn't mean to call y'all. Can we make this go away? No, we can't make it go away. So now it's going to cost him legal money. It's going to cost him. And then I want to get back to this public apology. And to me, it's very deceptive. And I provided it. You'll see it. You see it on the screen. And it just look at it. I mean, I'm gonna skim through it, right? And so here she goes. These past days have been hurtful, extremely exhausting for all parties involved. I pride myself on being extremely private. Well, you can't be that private, because she has close to 750,000 followers on social media. That's on Instagram. So clearly, if you're looking for privacy, because you are involved and you dating a celebrity, there's no such thing as privacy. Or there's very little privacy, because he lives his life in the limelight. That's the culture. That's the times that we're living in. Sports stars and sports celebrities and personalities are polarizing. So no matter where you go at, if you out in the public, somebody's gonna see you. They're gonna want to autograph. They're gonna want to take pictures. But to me, she likes that type of stuff, because she's a modern woman. Modern women love and crave attention. And so she talks about the state of their relationship. It's fragile. and they're both at fault for the argument. More than likely, again, as I stated, she was the instigator. She incited the disagreement. She more than likely baited him, and then whatever occurred, right? And then after that, he's arrested. I think, again, as I stated earlier, she worrying about him trying to be with other women. That's going to happen regardless. They're not married. And regardless if you believe in monogamy or not, monogamy really is a myth. And that man is young. That man is at the apex of his existence. You think he's going to be just with you? And for all of the additional antics and all the stuff that you know, because of pretty privilege, right? Because she's this attractive woman, and pretty women or attractive women tend to be some of the worst people to date. And I can tell you from experience in dealing with super beautiful women, it's always something. They're never satisfied. They got to be pretentious. They always got to be something all the time. And so now Tank has to, before he even fights on January the 7th, Tank has to actually lace his gloves up in a proverbial sense or in a figurative sense and fight for his name, or fight to clear his name. And so as the world turns, it's to be continued. We don't even know if this is going to affect the fight. If a sponsor or somebody's going to feel some type of way and say, well, let's postpone it. And everybody knows that fights that get postponed, something can happen. A promoter could say, no, I don't want to do it anymore. For whatever reason, now he's screwed out of a bag because you want to be a brat, or you want to be this insecure brat. And so hopefully Gervonta can learn from this whole situation. If I were him, I would say, hey, we share a child together, and let's work on us as it relates to our child, as it relates to co-parenting. He has to be a fool if he goes and takes her back at this point, because what's going to happen again? What's going to happen next? So at the end of the day, as it remains to be seen, the charges are still there. The charges need to be dropped. That's just my opinion. Because if she doesn't want to press charges, the state can still try to take him to trial, take him and charge him. But if there's no cooperation on behalf of the witness, then there's no case. But this is unnecessary negative attention that's being thrown over to your camp. And to me, it's publicly embarrassing, because you're a grown adult. I know he takes great care of you, and you still don't know how to act. So drop a comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts is as relates to Tank, or even relates to Vanessa. This is All Things Considered, and I'll see y'all on the next video.